Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Sorry folks, I can't even help myself right now. I'm not actually going back to Moon Family Sedan because we are still in a bull market despite what's going on. If you check prices, you know. This is a very serious capitulation event. There is a real world event, thanks Japan, that has caused your beloved XRP to crater down in price as low as 46 cents just minutes before I started recording this latest Moon Lambo hot jam. So I will explain exactly what caused all of this, and I will also share with you at the outset here that those that have been in crypto for more than 5 seconds, the chart analyst types, for example, are viewing this as an opportunity. And in fact, I will tell you this, even I bought some more crypto for the first time in probably like a good half a year. Like, I wasn't looking to buy crypto, but in a capitulation event like this, I'm like, all right, I guess you back up the truck, you know? That's pretty much it. So I'm going to share with you exactly what's going on here, but I will tell you at the outset, if you're if you're hyperventilating a little bit, just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. There's nothing specific about XRP or crypto that is flipped and now it's not going to work and it's all going to zero. That's not what's going on here. There's a real world event that caused these price craterings that you're viewing right now. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 12:38 a.m. Central Time. That's my time zone here in the good old Midwest in the United States. So it is now Monday, August 5th, 2024, and it is a bloody day for markets. XRP now 47.7 cents, but the low right before I started recording was at 46.5 cents. That just happened mere minutes ago. You got Bitcoin at $53,562, reaching as low as $52,612. And so I know that everybody's having a hard time. You're having a rough go. It's hitting you in the feels. And also your net worth has been completely and utterly devastated, which is why I did a courtesy for all of you. I posted this on social media platform X. It's a nice ramen noodle recipe, which you're going to need. You're going to need this carrying forward. So I thought I'd start the video with this, really. And this is a recipe written by Amanda. She's got 5 kids, and she likes ramen, and she likes to share ramen recipes all up on the webernets. And this is an easy one, and it's cheap. And so now that this crash has happened, I know that all of you listening are poor as shit, so I thought I'd help you with some noodle recipes right here. And you know what? The good news is, the majority, I'm willing to bet, the majority of the ingredients needed to make this delicious nami noodle ramen recipe, they're probably already in your cupboard. And look at that picture. Wow, you want that in your mouth region. You can't wait to get that in your face. So I know, it's exciting. So it's not all bad now that our net worth has been devastated, right? Look at this. You can get yourself some butter, some garlic, soy sauce, red pepper flakes, brown sugar, a couple eggs. You got it. You probably got most of that in your cupboard, don't you? So you're going to be okay. I'm just, from moving forward, I'm just going to have a bunch of video on cheap ramen meals since you're all poor as shit, and we're all going to need this together. Like, you gotta have a little fun here, folks. And in fact, and I like that. So, like, our community definitely has a good sense of humor. So several hours ago, as everything was clearly on fire, I was like, oh, XRP, 48 cents. Nice knowing ya. Burn. And I shared that. And then Guns and XRP, an XRP community member, shared this image, which is an asteroid hurtling towards Earth. It made me laugh, so I thought I'd share it with you. You gotta laugh at these moments, folks. You gotta have a little fun. But what's actually causing this? Well, like I said at the outset, there is nothing wrong with XRP. Nothing disastrous with XRP or even, broadly speaking, crypto is occurring here. But there was an event. Thanks, Japan. Here it is from MarketWatch. Japan's Nikkei 225 index plunges as global sell-off resumes. Wah, wah, wah. Bangkok. Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 stock index plunged as much as 7.1% early Monday before recovering some lost ground, extending sell-offs that began last week. And so, folks, this right here absolutely is what triggered the sell-off in crypto. It has nothing to do with crypto. It has, again, nothing to do with XRP specifically. So for those that want to purchase, I'm sure many are viewing this as an opportunity. And so I bought some crypto. I didn't buy XRP because, my God, it's still by a long shot my largest individual position. very well stocked on XRP personally here. But tons of people are viewing this as an opportunity. I understand it scares some people, especially if you don't know why it's happening. But this is what caused it. Piece continues. At one point, the Nikkei shed more than 2,500 points. By the time of the Tokyo market's midday break, the index was down about 5.5%, or about 1,900 points, at 33,945.43. The market's broader topics index fell as much as 7.8% before recovering to trade down 6.6%. Stocks fumbled Friday on worries the U.S. economy could be cracking under the weight of high interest rates meant to whip inflation. World shares have tracked that decline. And so look, I will just say this. I've been through everything that crypto has had to throw at the general public since late 2017. Okay, I was here during the great collapse in March of 2020 when XRP got down to 10 cents. It was the end of the world at the time. So here's the deal. I don't believe that it's most probable that we're entering a bear market now. Things just happen even in bull markets and there are corrections. But even if we're entering a bear market, which again, I don't think is at all probable, it doesn't matter. Those that have the sufficiently long time horizon in mind, you understand that stock market always comes back. Crypto, of course, since it's here to stay, it's not going away. It comes back. Even if it literally takes years, it comes back. So as long as you can put food on the table and you can keep earning money, it doesn't matter. And still some fools, because humans, people gonna people, they're still gonna sell. Even if they don't actually need to, just out of fear. People still do that. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I don't know your situation. It's not financial advice. I don't care if you buy or sell or hold, and I don't know what's best for you. I'm just speaking broadly. And that I know is how humans tend to behave. But it doesn't actually make sense. I'm laughing. I'm having fun. You should be having fun. This is not going to matter in the end. How many humans are even going to remember this in half a decade? Let enough time pass, and it's nothing. Do you think about the FTX collapse on a daily basis, November 2022? That was scary as hell, wasn't it? I mean, not to me, but to a lot of people. March 2020, that was scary as hell to a lot of people, right? But you don't think about that stuff. Markets recover. This is a big nothing in the end. It has nothing to do with the long-term viability of XRP or the crypto asset class. So, calm down. That's my recommendation. Here's a post from Charlie Bolello. He's a chief marketing strategist at Creative Planning. And after the cratering here, says at 11:25 p.m. tonight, he said, the Nikkei 225 is now down on the year after being up 27% just a few weeks ago. That's pretty major. There's also this, and I didn't confirm this. I did just a couple quick Google searches before recording. I couldn't confirm this, but chart analyst Blunt said the Nikkei just hit circuit breaker, so that would just mean a pause on trading, if that's indeed the case. Again, I haven't independently confirmed that, but I don't think he'd just say that for the fun of it. But it is one of those situations where there's a big enough drop where everybody calm down. And, that happens in the United States as well. During events like this. There's also this post from Genevieve Roche-Decter, whose name I'm probably butchering. She posts all sorts of really insightful things having to do with the world of finance. 431,000 followers for a reason. Not a crypto person per se, though we'll mention it from time to time, including a little bit in this post, noting that Bitcoin having its worst week since FTX bankruptcy and all that. But as far as what's happening today, she wrote, Japan's stock market set to post its largest two-day drop in history, a larger drop than the Black Monday crash of 1987. So, folks, that's what you're living through right this very second. So the fact that other risk on assets went down shouldn't surprise you. When equities go down, crypto goes down too, generally speaking, because they're all treated as risk on assets. They have that in common. They just do, like it or not. There's this post from on-chain analytics firm Santiment at 10:38 p.m. this evening, and they wrote, is this the dip? Discussions about buying have spiked, but not as much as you may think on such a dramatic drop. Expect for the bigger reaction to come as the U.S. wakes up for their Monday morning shock. Emotional sell-offs will only accelerate at the timing of crypto's rebound. Yeah, so I'm frequently a night owl, so I saw this in real time. As it was happening, I was like, everything's on fire again. This is fine. This is fine. Time to get the ramen noodles ready, right? And by the way, let me mention this on that ramen noodle recipe, just to be clear, and they note this in here, your ramen noodles, what do they cost now? 20 cents, something like that? I remember they were like 10 cents back in the day. It does say that you I don't know where it is here, but you just make sure you throw out the flavor packet that comes with it. So it doesn't matter what flavor you get. See, it says right here, discard the flavor packet. Because, son, you're adding your own flavor. These are your fancy Depression era ramen noodles. Like that's what I got in store for you. So you're welcome. I'm looking out for you. Are you poor motherfuckers? So anyway, so here we have sentiment again saying, hey, here's the drop. But frankly, in the United States here, most people, I mean, if they go to bed early, is not even aware that this is actually happening. So I won't be surprised if Monday in the stock market in the United States is particularly bloody. But so even if it goes lower, because you're future people, you know more than me about the price action and how it's developing. Even if XRP and Bitcoin and everything else goes lower, again, not the end of the world. It absolutely is not. I am certain of that. Here's a post from Sunny Decree. Now, mind you, this was 3:59 p.m. in the evening yesterday, so this is before the most precipitous drop, but there was already a bit of a drop. This is when Bitcoin had gotten, maybe at 60K or a little bit lower than that. And Sunny Decree posted this to his 91,000 followers. And he said, while noobs are panic selling, whales are panic buying. So fine, before the most recent drop, but look at this. Look at the yellow line. Supply held by entities with balance of 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin. As the price of Bitcoin dropped, is this surprising you? They bought more. Now, I will tell you, that is not how whales behave at the peak of markets. They distribute, meaning they sell, and then they go away for years. Then that's that. They'll buy at the bottom of the bear market. They're buying now. Okay? Like, just something to factor in here. There's this post from Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano. Japan blowing up could cascade into the greater markets, including crypto on the short term. Moon boys will flood X and bark like babbling idiots about how project founders have failed and are evil. Regardless, the macroeconomic caravan goes on. Okay, and so obviously that's him. He's kind of predicting how people are going to respond to him as a founder of Cardano right there. And any sort of criticisms towards him purely because of the price action that just occurred because of what happened with the Nikkei, completely unreasonable. But of course, there will be people that levy such charges, and it's complete and utter nonsense. Anyway, then he says, markets are not above the reality of unlimited money printing, hundreds of false unicorns, and the Ponzi scheme that is the modern economy. Cryptocurrencies are the way out. The real ones have integrity and utility built in and will weather any storm decade by decade. Fiat currencies will not. Okay, and so I thought that was kind of like a reasonable way to zoom out and just picture everything. If we're right about XRP, then this doesn't matter. And my conviction is that we are correct. I think if we let enough time pass, we'll see the markets rebound. XRP ultimately, at some unknown point in the future, I think it's most probable, hits a new all-time high, enters price discovery. And I do not think for a moment that this means that we are now suddenly in a bear market. I do not believe that. There's this post from chart analyst Credible Crypto, and this was at 8:59 p.m. So this was after the most recent drop, after everything got completely bananas. And he wrote, Bitcoin lows taken, weekly demand tapped, front-running the higher time frame zone at $49,000 for now. Meanwhile, ETH has dived right into its own higher time frame zone and nearly pushed through it. And then he cites a particular scenario below, which I've actually covered in previous videos. For the sake of time, I'm not going to in this video. And then he says, ideally, Bitcoin never makes it to that higher time frame demand below $50,000, and this is the worst of the drop. I'm inclined to believe this is the case. But we have zero confirmation yet, so we'll be watching price action to get further signs of a full-on reversal. Yeah, and so make no bones about it, at some point there's going to be a reversal to the upside. I will continue to have exposure to the crypto asset class when that happens. And so he does think what's most probable is that this is the worst of it, but he's not 100% confident of that. So just take it for what it's worth. And then in a separate post, he wrote in part, and think about XRP as he is talking about this, the coins that were the strongest prior to this drop over the last 24 hours will also likely recover the fastest. The coins that were weakest prior to this drop will likely struggle. This is not the time to be selling, but rather taking advantage of discounts on those strong coins that we identified earlier, because when the reversal happens, they should lead the way. Now, folks, this absolutely applies to XRP, and even though he didn't mention XRP in that post, oh, he knows. In fact, take a look at this. This is also from tonight, 8:35 p.m. Central. From Credible Crypto, he says, and this is XRP USD chart on your screen, he says, Highs swept. Retracement into target zone as expected. Will be stalking a potential long opportunity here on XRP. He recognizes this as an opportunity, even though undoubtedly all sorts of people in the world of XRP are scared out of their minds, which I think is true, not just because it's XRP, but the market drop. Like, this is just what happens. People have emotions. But XRP is one of those coins that has been particularly strong, frankly, recently. It just has been. I mean, one hell of a frickin' July. And so, if you want to, means the internet, do whatever the hell you want. You can bitch up a storm online about how XRP is barely above its most recent low at 38 cents, but understand that if XRP weren't strong, that 38 cent level that it was at, what was that, like a month ago, whatever it was, it would have gone well below that. Like, you understand that, right? So, where we are now, 46, 47 cent range here, yes, higher than 38 cents, but my point is, if XRP were some sort of real dino coin, like thing of the past, like it's all dead, it's done, it's actually done, we wouldn't have seen this surge in July. There's real strength there. And so what I'm saying is we'd be much lower, wherever we are at, by the time you're listening to this, higher or lower, we'd be even lower, though, is my point, if not for the fact that XRP has real global support. There's a reason it's still in the top 10 coins by market cap, and it has been its entire life. There's also this post from chart analyst Dr. Magic at 11:03 p.m. Central Time talking about XRP. It's an XRP USD chart, and he says, XRP's strength relative to the market is truly remarkable. The only coin that I have seen that didn't make lower lows and, at the same time, holding its higher time frame demand zone. So, again, you take it for what it's worth, but I'm just telling you, it's very clear there is nothing wrong with XRP. This has the move down has nothing to do with XRP. The truth of the matter is, even if you and I care a lot, we care supremely about utility and long-term viability of XRP as a result of that. Like, this is a macro world, my friends. When there are global events like this, everything's going to get hit, including XRP, including Bitcoin, the entire asset class. So I might be buying some more stuff. I'm going to sign off here for the moment, but I hope you guys are all managing this okay emotionally. And if you're having a little trouble or feeling scared, I hope I can help with that, because I don't know what's best for you, so it's not financial advice, like I said, but I don't think for a moment it makes sense to be fearful here. Because whatever you think the most disastrous scenario is, like, markets recover. They just do. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo, not family sedan.